My mom just drove up and threatened the mental asylum. And it's illegal to threaten a mental asylum because their money is stolen. They didn't do anything wrong, I'm just telling you the truth. That it's replaced city to suburbia by slave trade deals where I got exploited, and it cost the $10,000 a year for 20 years to get exploited by slave trade ambassadors from hotels with the managers everywhere, slave trade minimum wage workers for slave trade healthcare. And otherwise they be paid. So it's worshiping God to pay them and let them have a place to live, to be left alone. But otherwise it's satanic worship, to drug, rape, kidnap, lock them up, to force counseling and lock people up for having their checks stolen by slave trade. It's satanic worship, and it's demonic to not put them up, give them a room, and leave them alone. To be left alone from the healthcare without any healthcare invading a boundary because they're a customer. You can't believe in slavery. It's illegal to ever threaten any police or mental asylum. They have to be left alone if they are not given a room and $4,500 a year for low rent for $400 a month by their network when they're the top percentage, 20-year full-time contract supermodels, talent, and producers who are not a slave trade brand, who are exploited by slave trade for minimum wage for all businesses who didn't pay them on time or the right amount. It's small businesses too, and it's demonic to compare them to anything else because God's calling for their life is to be a full-time professional, LA city-based model, talent, producer, or the top percentage full-time artist teams without being a slave trade brand, meant to be exploited by all the slave trade for major, mini, and micro businesses who need a break after 20 years, and it's a physical break to be left alone with no health care. Brittany Tranquino has stem cell healing, and she needs that boundary respected to not ever be threatened with the health care. But it's satanic worship to not give them a room and leave them alone. Respecting the fact that she needs a break physically, just to stop sitting and standing for 8 hours a day after 20 years, Monday through Sunday. It threatens too much manual labor on her hands and spine otherwise. She needs to be left alone. She has her legal right to a restraining order from all healthcare employees and police. They can only help and respect her legal boundaries. Respect the rights of the homeless if they were made homeless by their parents and they threaten a mental asylum otherwise, or any police.